Basketball Breaks, make sure you check it out.
Basketball Breaks.
Basketballbreaks.com. Keep it locked.
Yeah, we're on air finally. You know, get late on that. Sorry on my part.
Why?
It's been a while, right?
Yeah.
Had to put out the APB. I feel, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, you know what? If I don't see Gabs today, right? I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to send Chris Paul around to your house. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna sneak through the back door, innit?
Sneak through the back entrance and shit. It's mad. But yeah, we're here. Basketball Breaks podcast, just a chat among friends. On today's call, we have Jan.
What up, guys?
We also have Gabriel.
What's up?
Yeah. We have myself, Ace, without the Ventura, aka AC, aka the Architect,
AKA the AKA.
aka the AKA. You know what I'm saying? No,
Yeah.
But we're just gonna get straight into today. You know, let's talk about the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know at least one person's gonna be happy about that.
For sure. Always happy to talk about the Timberwolves. But right now, the best time of my life to talk about the Timberwolves.
Yeah. So we talk about them Wolves, you know. We're also gonna talk about the recent spates of violence that have been occurring in the NBA. You know, it's all some Wolf stuff out there. You know, it's all some Wolf stuff.
Last night, yeah, man.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, mate. I feel like at the moment in the NBA, dudes are out here trying to act like Suge Knight or something. Like, it's crazy.
For real, to me, it seems like there was like a change made of the players' mentality or something. Like from one game to another, like every game they are going on each other. I don't know what's happening, man.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone's
because like last 2-3 years, like they were going on each other, but like easy, and right now they are really going on each other. Right?
Like, I mean, you got karate chopping people. You know what I'm saying? IT's giving people karate chops and stuff. It's mad. You got people actually swinging blows, like actually trying to land blows, which is mad. Like my guy, he trains for the Wolves. How do you pronounce his name? Bijalico.
Yeah.
He was on the end of. I mean, if that connected, I'm pretty sure he would have been on the floor. What do you think about the recent antics in the? Obviously not forgetting the whole ambush that Chris Paul and the Rockets tried to execute as well, which was mad. That was some proper. Yeah, that was military strategy. That was proper Napoleon, Hannibal, Sun Tzu business. Like, guys are out here playing war games, sending decoys to the front door and then coming around the back door, and it's mad. But have you seen any of that? What's been going on?
Yeah. I saw some of the fights, obviously, especially like of the Timberwolves and ITs. I don't know what he was thinking there, man. And like I said earlier, like to me it's crazy. Like of one day to another, like they are all fighting for real, and I don't know, like I wished for that kind of, but like now it seems really crazy to me. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
like
it's
really
mad.
odd.
It's mad. I don't know what's getting into them. It's just
It seems to me like something was put in their Gatorade or something. Like all going crazy. I don't know.
I don't know. It's mad. But ultimately, nothing's gonna happen. I think the Rockets thing was most entertaining, just because of the way there was so much thought that went into it, so much strategy of sending decoys and going through secret passageways that no one else knows about to get to the other changing room and all that madness. I kind of found that entertaining, especially those guys on TNT as well. They were cracking me up. Talking about there was a police presence.
Shaq and Chuck in it.
Shaq and Charles Barkley were hilarious. Pulling up the police.
What is trying to get me?
yeah, who's gonna get me and all that. That stuff was hilarious. That had me cracking up. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with guys. Guys are probably out here streaming that. But I do feel, to some extent, they're still banking on the fact that it's the NBA and nothing's really gonna happen.
Yeah.
No one's really gonna do anything. You know.
Yeah, and like you said, like it's entertaining, right? Because we are talking now about it, and like in the end, the NBA is a sport or like a association to entertain. And sometimes you have dunks that entertain, sometimes you have stuff like that.
Oh yeah, at the moment, it looks like the NBA is trying to collaborate with Dana White. Man. But yeah. What are you saying, Gabs? You've seen all the madness, right?
Yeah, I actually really love it because, as you all guys know, I'm a 80s, 90s NBA fan. So, hand checking, it has to come back. Fights, rivalries, I just love that. And the NBA and the commissioner know that, so they will allow that for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So, and I'm really, really happy that's happening right now. It's not happening just with Cavs and Warriors, it's happening with every single team all around the league. Even Toronto, come on. Serge Ibaka got punched by Johnson.
Yeah.
I mean,
but you know what? Serge Ibaka, he needs to be careful because
Johnson is a black belt in karate or something, isn't it?
Yeah, his whole family's black belts, you know. His nickname is Bloodsport, so you know that tells you everything you need to know, right?
It won't be that nice afterwards, but
that's what I'm saying.
It's entertaining for us, which is more than important.
Yeah. In the end, we all are giving them their money, right? Because they have to entertain us. If it's not entertaining, we don't watch and they don't earn money. So right now, they're obviously they should play a bit more ball as well. Again, in my opinion.
True.
It has to be real.
Yeah, well.
So, what about these Timberwolves? So I'm gonna ask before I even get to.
Sorry for interrupting you, but before we get into that, what do you guys think about the Chris Paul situation?
What about it?
Like ambushing people and everything.
Well, I think it's mad, and I think it's not a good look for him. It's not a good look for him at all. You know, I'll give my 2 cents on it, or 2 pennies, whatnot. My little 2 pence piece. Chris Paul is the president of the Players Association.
True.
Right? So for him to be plotting an ambush another team, right?
That's a Call of Duty thing, mate.
Yeah, that's mad. That's real conflicting. It's not a good look for him at all. And the fact is, I think it's the premeditated nature of it. I mean, when you play, I was saying this to someone earlier, actually. When you play ball, adrenaline's high and stuff. In the moment, you can get, you could kind of lose your head a bit. You might get mad and stuff. Even with your good friend, you could just get in the height of the game and your adrenaline's running. You can get pissed off and whatnot. Maybe a little hard foul here and there, a little elbow. You know what I mean? Just give them something to go home with or whatever. But the fact that this happened off the court, after the game.
After the showers.
Right? And you had to find a hidden pathway through the back of the stadium and plan, okay, me, you, and you, we're going to go through the back and we're going to send Clint Capella to go around to the front and knock on the door, and then we're going to slip into the back. That's mad. That's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's no there's no argument. There's no defense for that. What you were going to say? I mean, I've heard reports that apparently someone said Chris Paul was going with them to make sure that nothing got out of hand.
No way.
Really? Really though? I mean,
no way.
The fact of the matter is, Chris Paul is the only guy on that team. Well, let me think. Who else did they have? Did they have
Williams?
Lou Williams. Yeah, Lou Williams on Clippers though. That's what I'm saying. He's the only guy on the Rockets that would know the secret pathway.
True.
He told them. How did they know where to go? He had to tell them, right? So that's crazy. That's like, you know what I'm saying? Me, you, and Jan are there and we're like, oh, whatever, we want to get at them. Within my guy, Rivers, is talking smack. Or, he's not even playing, but he's talking smack and stuff. We're like, oh, yeah, we want to see them and whatnot. I'm the only one who knows how to get to the other dressing room. If we end up there, what happens is that I told you.
Yeah, sure.
The other one who might know is Trevor Ariza.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
So it might be him as well.
Yeah.
But he didn't play that much. He didn't play that long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I'm feeling that. And even so, even if Chris Paul's the leader in that scenario, so even if that was the case, then it was for Chris Paul, which I know is not happening because he was one of the main instigators. And it's all around him and the fact that he left the Clippers. It was on him to tell them, you know what? You need to relax. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
You need to fall back and just get all of this, go get on the coach or whatnot. So,
especially because everybody was applauding him when he entered the stadium.
And that was crazy as well. He got standing ovation. Well, I don't know if he got standing O, but they played a tribute video for him.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you do that? Because even if you've got beef, supposed beef with Austin Rivers, and
Austin Rivers,
and you don't like Blake, and you don't like Blake or whatever, that's got nothing to do with, you know, the fans and the organization per se. Obviously, they're part of the organization. So I just think that was a bit mad. At the same time, I don't want to give us something to veer off onto, but the whole issue of tribute videos, I think that's getting a bit cheapened. I think that's being a bit cheapened.
Yeah, man, me too. Like Chris Paul, obviously, he had like a few years in the Clippers, but in the end, what did he do there? Like he played for a team for a few years,
what
right?
About Isaiah Thomas in Boston.
Yeah, like it's the same thing to me. I can if you have like a 20-year career in one team, or and then you play 2 years for another team or something. Like obviously you get a tribute video, but like 4 or 5 years or like 3 years. I don't know, and without winning a title or anything. Like,
come on, without going after the second round.
Well. Yeah, like I for me it's a bit insane.
Yeah, I don't understand it, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. I don't want to veer off into that subject, but the controversy that came up around IT getting a tribute video done and it clashing with Paul Pierce. Even Paul Pierce, but the difference is with Paul Pierce is that he was there for a while. Yeah. He's retired, point number 2, and he won a ring.
Yeah, like obviously Paul Pierce, like he's a Boston legend, right? And I love IT as well, but IT like he played like 3 seasons, 2 years there. Yeah, obviously he played brilliant there. He played very, very good, and like he was the face of the franchise for 2 years. But like 2 years and Paul Pierce, it's another thing, right?
Yeah, that's absurd to me. That's ridiculous. So yeah. So anyway, those are my thoughts on the whole CP3 thing. I don't think it's a good look at all.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, I have nothing more to add to that topic.
Just one question before we move on.
Yeah.
Let's imagine the Chris Paul career ends today. Actually, it ends the day before, yeah? Do you reckon he is an Hall of Famer type of player?
Who I didn't get what you were
Chris
saying.
Paul.
Chris Paul.
If his career ends today,
Okay.
you think he should be introduced to the Hall of Fame?
Interesting question. I think he should, because
Okay. Would you do that even after what he done? And imagine it was his last game. Would you still do that?
Well,
No, listen.
I think
it's not a good look. It's not a good look for Chris Paul. But if he's already in the Hall of Fame, I know he's not in there physically. If we're already saying he's destined for the Hall of Fame, what happened in the Clippers dressing room? What happened in the Clippers dressing room is not gonna then erase everything that makes him eligible for the Hall of Fame. It makes no difference to me. It makes no difference to me.
Same.
Yes, it does, because basically, let's people who think he's not supposed to be an Hall of Famer because he's not a winner. He never going past the the first round.
But I think
then this issue.
Nah.
But I think there are other guys in the Hall of Fame that, in my opinion, don't deserve it as much as Chris Paul would deserve it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't agree. I understand your points as to why he may not be Hall of Fame worthy, but those points do not sort of include what happened in the Clippers dressing room, locker room.
Fair enough.
For me, no. They stand by themselves. If those are the points, then fair enough. I can't argue with them. He has a one, etc., etc. But as much as it's not a good look, what happened in the locker room with the Clippers is not like, oh my days, it's that bad, so now he can't be in the Hall of Fame. That's ludicrous to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say that. Any more questions?
No.
Not for now.
No, exactly, not for now.
All right, cool. So, the Timberwolves, my question is, we've watched them for, let's say, a good 2 to 3 seasons now, and they've been the type of team that everyone says is a team of the future, a team that has a lot of potential, a team that's coming, a team that's on the up. My question is, are Minnesota really turning into that wolf now? Like, the grey. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you've seen that film with Liam Neeson, like a real, are they real? Is it the grey? Or is it more a case of the boy who cried wolf? And they're just still great pretenders, and they're not really that team yet. And maybe they never will be.
I let you guys go first, and then afterwards because maybe I'm a bit biased, but we will see. So go first.
Are the Wolves for real? Is it time for Minnesota to shine?
I hope it is. They haven't been in the playoffs since KG, if I'm not mistaken. I really hope so. I really like the team. Quite young prospects, young talents, and mixed with some veterans as Jimmy Butler, who's leading the team really well. So I hope so, but I do not think they're gonna keep up with this pace for the rest of the season. I think that they will keep going like this up until the All-Star break. And afterwards, they will just start to go a little bit down. And I think they're going to hit a losing streak of 10, 8, 10, 15 maybe games. They will stay in the playoffs around the 6th spot, but they won't go after the first round. But next year and in the next 2 years, it's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
I would say if they are to finish in the 6th spot, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good for the Wolves.
Big time.
Yeah, when you've been terrible for like 13 years or something like that.
Yeah, man, like all my life. Like.
Right, well, there you go. To finish in the 6th spot, I think is positive. I do think they have a positive future. I think, despite the fact that they lost most recently to the Magic, I actually watched that game. That was a good game. But despite that fact, I think they're gonna do well. They probably will drop a couple of places, but like, again, to finish 6th in the West is good for them. I like them. I think they're a good team. I think they're being led well. They've got a coach who I like, and they've got Jimmy G, aka Jimbo Slice, and you know, is changing the attitude and the culture around the team. You got a lot of young guys there, and Jimmy Butler's quite full on. He's quite intense, but he's really serious, and he plays defense to the fullest extent. 100%. He goes hard, plays hard every game. He plays in a way that allows the team to shine as well. So, like he said a little while ago, he's like, listen, I could be Jimmy Buckets whenever I need to be, but you know, he is prepared to kind of fall back a little bit if he has to allow other guys to get their game going.
In my opinion, Jimmy Butler is the key player, and he is the main reason they are that good right now, as you already said. And when we look at the stats, like he's like points, 21.6 points per game, 5 rebounds or 5.4 rebounds, 5 assists more or less. So the numbers are not incredible, crazy good or something for an NBA player. But what he does as a leader on the defense, on the offense, as an identity of the organization, of the franchise for the young guys, is very, very important. And in my opinion, if he stays there with Wiggins and Cat, and they build the 3 block, they can change the players around, they can change Teague and get another point guard, they can get other pieces. If they continue on that way in 2-3 years, in my opinion, they can go to the conference finals easily.
Oh.
Yeah, in my opinion, they can. Right now, they are like 23-6 in the Western Conference. They are the best team. Like, if you just see the games played on the Western Conference against each other, they are the best team in the Western Conference. And so, in my opinion, they depends on against who they will play. But in my opinion, they can go to the second round as well. If they play right now, if they play like at the beginning. It will be more difficult, but we are right now like a few months into the season, and now we see more or less the real team, right? Obviously, there will be a losing streak, or like 10 games they will lose. They will lose 7 out of 10 games, like in the next games. If not, they will go on like that, and that would be insane. But in my opinion, they are very strong, and they look strong, and like 90% of the credit goes to Jimmy Butler because he's winning the games. Either he's making the points and winning the games for him, for the Wolves, or his attitude and his defense combined with offense is winning the game. And if he gets injured or something right now, I can tell, okay, maybe they will go on 9th place and will lose the playoffs, because in my opinion, Jimmy Butler is like the key player, and he will be as well for the franchise in the next years. But when I see like the last 20 games or something, like, or last 15, 16 games, they won 12 games or something like that. And as well, like they won against the Cavs, the Thunders, like with a lot of difference of points. And the way they played, very confident. And in my opinion, like obviously I'm a fan of the Timberwolves, but like there are like numbers behind my thesis that obviously that year, in my opinion, like if they go to the playoffs, I'm fine with it. If they go 8th place and lose against the Warriors, I'm fine with that because like I just want to see Timberwolves playing in the playoffs. But right now, as I tell you, right now as how they look, in my opinion, they are strong and they get stronger because Jimmy Butler is still, in my opinion, underrated in that league because his numbers, his stats are not that crazy, but what he does for the team is underrated in my opinion. And
yeah, I hear that. I think people don't realize how good Jimmy Butler actually is.
Yeah.
Like, listen, man, he's definitely top 5 at his position. Definitely.
Yeah, like I would go further, but
he could be top 3.
Yeah, like
I mean, okay.
Because that's the thing. Like, what you want out of a franchise player? You want just a lot of points or something like that, or you want to have like a real leader, right? And I would
no doubt. And the thing
always go.
Yeah, no
because
doubt.
Like the points that he's making, he makes like 20 points a game or something, but
21.6.
Yeah, but what he's giving to the players on the bench, in the training and everything, on the court during the game. The mental stuff, the being concentrated all night, and like that rubs off of the teammates. And like in my opinion, that like that's the LeBron type of thing. If LeBron, if you play with LeBron, you automatically play better. Not just because he's the best player in the game, but his mentality is to win. And Jimmy Butler has the same mentality, and he's always going all in. And in my opinion, he makes all his teammates better. And in the end, that's what you want of your leader, right?
Yeah, I hear that. There's a lot of intangibles to the game, man. Jimmy Butler's attitude. I think he was the perfect trade for the Timberwolves because he was and is like an extension of the coach. They have such a good understanding, rapport, and relationship. He is like that's what you want. You want an extension of the coach on the floor. Usually or traditionally, that's your point guard, but it doesn't have to be. And in terms of mentality, knowing how Tibbs wants to play, how he wants them to play, the type of intensity that he wants on the court, the type of defense he wants, which their defense has gotten a lot better now.
Yeah,
I think he's the one.
Yeah, and I think as well, like we have to see, like Jimmy Butler when he was traded, he was nobody, right? And his progression defensively.
We're not talking about that. Nah, I can't.
No, it wasn't nobody. Come on.
Yeah,
not at all. When he was traded, right?
When he was drafted, I said.
Oh, drafted.
Oh, yeah, when he was traded, obviously, like he was one of the best players already. But obviously, he got better. When he was drafted, he was more or less nobody. When he was traded, he was Jimmy Butler, obviously.
Yeah. Okay, I accept that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, in Chicago, he was.
No, in Chicago, he was on his seeding, but right now he's still better. His numbers are more or less a bit better, I think, than last season, and like point wise, maybe not, but in my opinion, like you have to take in consideration the development he made as a player, especially offensively, and what you said, like the combination of Tom Thibodeau with him, they have the same work ethic and they understand each other perfectly. And if they stay together like they're right now for the next 2-3 years, in my opinion, they can go to the conference finals, because in the end, you have like the Clippers and everything, and the league is moving around so fast. And if you have like a good foundation like you have right now with the coach and with Jimmy Butler and the talent you have on the team, keep working hard, and Jimmy Butler will do that and will continue to push his teammates forward. In my opinion, is a bright future for the Timberwolves. And I'm just telling that like as a basketball fan, obviously as a Timberwolves fan as well, but I always loved Jimmy Butler. And what you said, Aaron, he's the perfect. They would not like you can take any player on the league apart from LeBron and make a trade last year, and it would not work out better, in my opinion, because he was the man and the player they needed.
Mostly the man.
Yeah, mostly the man. Yeah.
No doubt. Anything else on the Wolves, Gabs?
No, I was thinking about the trade rumor that I heard. Was it 2 or 3 days ago? About Clippers. They wanted to send Blake Griffin for Karl Anthony Towns.
No, if they make that, then I stop being a Timberwolves fan. No, I won't stop, but that would be fucking stupid if you do that, man. What's going on? If you do that like a Timberwolves, what's going on, man? I don't like that. I don't like that rumor. I don't like that.
I think it's just some rumor, some secret rumor, so. Because nobody will accept that. I mean, he's one of the cornerstone, isn't it? So you can't get in the terms.
Right now, they have to work that they can take, or like as I told before, like Jimmy Butler, Wiggins, and Cat. If they can stay with those 3 guys, it doesn't matter who else is playing more or less. Obviously, Jeff Teague right now is good, and Gorgie Jang as well. Right now, it's fitting all together. Tyus Jones as well.
I will keep the same starting 7, I say, because Jamal Crawford and Tyus.
Yeah.
But you need some deep in the bench,
Yeah. Right now, but Tom Thibodeau is doing it all the time, right? He has his 7, 8, 9 players, and he's playing them all the night.
Yeah, exactly. And so you need some.
That is type of his style as well, right? But obviously, if you have 7, 8 guys we have right now, and then you can add 2, 3 more guys of that level, then they are more or less unstoppable in some ways to a certain degree. Obviously, if you see the Warriors, it's another thing. But 2, 3 years from now, the Warriors are getting older as well, and then the Wolves are maybe with the Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns on their almost on their ceiling, on the way on their ceiling, and with Butler. Yeah, I'm quite happy, and I'm just happy to be finally a fan of a winning team.
Okay, I got a fun fact for you, especially for you, Jan. There's this. I don't know if you heard of him. There's this guy called Wolfgang Wolf.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I know.
You know about Wolfgang Wolf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a guy, a German guy called Wolfgang Wolf, and he was once the coach of Wolfsburg.
Oh, okay.
yeah. The football team, the German football team.
Yeah. I know him. Yeah.
You know him, right?
Yeah.
Well, when I thought about this show, and I thought we would talk about the Wolves, and I was like, Wolves, Wolfgang.
Oh, yeah.
Wolfgang Wolf.
Yeah.
That's mad, though. Wolfgang Wolf.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, right now, like I was like with my mind so in in basketball that I know that guy.
You forgot about Wolfsburg, right? But you know him.
Yeah,
right? Yeah, that's mad. But
I mean, I know the name. I don't know the person. I don't even remember which team he played for.
Yeah.
Coach. So I just know Wolfgang Wolf.
yeah. That name is ill. That name is sick. Wolfgang Wolf, But yeah, it's been a pleasure, as usual.
Yeah, same.
As always.
Yeah.
As always, as we always do. Adios.
Buonanotte.
Hasta luego, hasta mañana, hasta la semana que viene.
And all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Sure.
Same.
We talk soon. We talk soon, yeah.
Talk soon, guys. Take care, guys. It was a pleasure.
Basketballbreaks.com. Keep it locked.
For people who like who love basketball, basketball breaks to discuss and to engage like-minded basketball international people.